Yes. All right. Well, that'll be interesting. So it's one of those things now. I am at the point where YouTube's kicked me off a couple times. Nice. And I'm missing one of the three matches I want to see all night. So we're going to hop on here and see if you guys can find me. It'll be interesting because this is now from a phone. I'm flying blind. Yeah. Getting there. Asuka's face just hit that very hard. It looked a wee bit painful, folks. There we go. You know, who taught Carmella these moves? That's my question. When did this happen? When this is all over with, if I take the two videos and edit them together, I feel like it never happened. I'm convinced it was the appearance of Q that caused these events to transpire this day. What's up, guys? You guys are working way too hard for this poor little stream. I appreciate it. So, we're now doing this from a phone. Camera angle's a little different. The video looks a little better on my TV. Don't understand it. So, I have no problem at all with Carmella doing well. In fact, I'm glad she is. How is it that she sucked so hard for so long? And then suddenly, she learned, to wrestle. All kinds of wrestling skills. Another thing I like about Carmella is she's not afraid to be a heel. She may be the only woman on the roster that's fearless when it comes to having people boo her. Alexa Bliss used to be that way, but it doesn't matter what Alexa does. People are going to cheer her for some reason. And if you guys have Instagram, Carmella has a fine Instagram. Nope. The cameraman didn't know that was a purposeful miss. For those of you guys that are at the point in the pay-per-view, did you see him cut away? The cutaway was because the cameraman thought that was supposed to be legit. There it is. I think the secret was I should have just went through a phone to begin with. About 60% of the time when we're doing if I'm doing one of those early morning reviews where I'm eating a Subway sandwich, it's through a phone. I never have any problems. I always wonder though, when we go long, hours of time, if it has any effect on the phone. But apparently it has an effect on the camera if you go that long. Oh, that was a nice knee. These two can't get the drop kicks down for some reason this match. Even like her bump taking is better. Carmella, like, it feels like 3 months ago, the way she just took that suplex wouldn't have flat backed as well as she just did. So it's not even like her wrestling ability, her fake wrestling ability has gotten better. It's like her true ability as a skill at this seems to have gotten better somehow. Probably being rid of that pant load big Cass. Uh-huh. Now, my actual stream's playing games with me. Thank you, Necro Banana. Good to see you. It's a nice bump, but a bad kick. Is this where the mystery man's going to appear, or were we conned on the mystery man? Was there just going to be no mystery man whatsoever? Okay, Carmella flew. I missed it. I thought the kick was supposed to be to Asuka's head, but apparently it kicked her fingers off the rope, and then she oversold a little. By the way, Freaky, I don't know about the government, but I know that Google hasn't been overly pleased with me as of late. One more time, chant. Oh, God, that elbow was brutal. Is that it? She let her go. Oh, look, there it is, the mystery. Oh, come on, let it be him. I'm hoping it's him. I'm not going to say it if you guys don't know it. Crowd knows who it is. No, it's not CM Punk. Yes, it's a dude. It's a guy I've been calling for all night. I hope. And it's not Dean Ambrose either. Think about it. Come on. Who got Carmella the Money in the Bank briefcase? It is Ellsworth. I'm so happy right now. I can't even tell you guys. They finally delivered on something for once. Yes, it is sad that I'm so happy about James Ellsworth. And pretty much this was known almost for a fact, but I really thought he was going to come out during the ladder match. I didn't think he would come back out and help Carmella. But why did he help her? Why did he come back? Why? Which thing, Captain? I don't know. everybody does different things. Like wrestling is kind of my hobby. I've been keeping up with this for like 2 weeks of the people saying online that he was going to be back for this. And kind of the clincher was, believe it or not, he was booked to have a match tonight in China. Yes, friggin' China. And he canceled like 3 days ago. Ellsworth needs all the work he can get. There's no reason for him to cancel. Plus, if you look at the podcast over the last 2 weeks, he has been on like literally every podcast. The kicker was the last podcast I saw him on was the show called Why It Ended with Robbie E., where he talks about why his WWE career ended. And then what do you know? He's back. I'll tell you what, though. He was one of those guys, believe it or not, that got fired and didn't look back. Just for curiosity's sake, I followed him on Instagram. If you go look at his Instagram, he wrestles for the NWA World Heavyweight title. And on their website or on their YouTube page, that is the #1 viewed video they have. 1 million people watched him wrestle for the NWA World title. He created an intergender title of his own where he went around the country fighting women like, I don't know, like dude did back in the day. Everywhere he went, man, he was money. He was doing pretty well for himself. So now he's back, even if he's only back 3 to 6 months. He can go back and do it all again. Oh, no. Oh, my audio's out. What a bummer. What are we looking at here? Oh, Rumble at the MCG. Well, let's say this way. A Raw woman won, and I was already in the mindset. I said early on, if a Raw woman wins the ladder match, then it almost guarantees a man is going to win the SmackDown. So that takes off 4 people. Braun didn't need that damn suitcase anyway. So you've got Joe, you got The Miz. My mind is going blank. The other 2 SmackDown guys. Give me a second. It ain't going to be Joe. I'll have the answer before it comes. Because, you know, the other guy that would have been is Owens, but damn, he's Raw. I just don't think they're going to give it to a Raw guy. Owens, kind of like Bliss, and The Miz, kind of like Bliss, are high up on the card, but they need the belt. They don't want people to think that they could do it on their own. More important question from me is, when Shinsuke wins this belt right now, how long are they going to let him stay champ? Did you guys watch that Something Else to Wrestle that they have on the network about AJ Styles this week? They showed one hell of a lot of TNA footage. Like, that whole episode was just like based on TNA footage. I've never read if they have an agreement with them or how that works, but I would be curious to see. And remember how earlier I said I have the Ring of Honor WWE equivalent? I have the Impact TNA equivalent. Yes, somebody pays for the Global Wrestling Network or whatever they call it. That app is free, by the way. If you don't pay for it, if you don't do anything else today, you can go watch all of the Broken Hardy stuff, like 4 hours of it in order on their app for free. So if you ain't got nothing to do, it's worth free. There we go. Somebody enjoying a nice crispy chicken sandwich. As we're doing this, my YouTube comments will come up, and I live in a vacuum. When I see like comments come up for food reviews, I forget. Oh yeah. This music they're playing with this highlight package sounds like the "Don't Try This at Home" music from when I was a kid. They have WWE DVDs. Kids, please don't kick other kids in the nads at home. cashed in. No, they're gonna wrestle now. I think the men's is gonna be last for that reason. They're not gonna do it. Here's the thing though, Jack. You're probably right about he could carry a promotion in the US. He could carry Impact, he could carry Ring of Honor. In fact, he could bring them up. He couldn't carry WWE. And that's no knock on Nakamura. Nakamura. They've mishandled him, but WWE has made it where you don't have to carry them. They have made it purposely bland. I mean, look at it this way. Nakamura being on SmackDown as a champion could be no worse than Lesnar never showing up as the champion, right? Kind of goes under its own momentum. Plus, WWE has champions all the time that they don't think can carry the company. That was Punk's big complaint. If you look, they always thought of him as like not a transitional champion because they'd let him hold it, but he never main evented. He was like the Benoit champion where he had the belt, but he never main evented the pay-per-view with the belt. Right? Weird. Kind of like this match. Think about how many times AJ Styles as the champion has closed or main evented the pay-per-view you've watched. WWE's view of him is kind of like he can't carry it himself, no matter how complimentary they are. Knowing what Nakamura was and what he could be, I want to see him get this belt even if it's for a day, and this is going to be the match he gets it. Why would we sit through 5 matches for him to not get it again? And yes, WWE gets me every single time with this kind of logic. It's the same kind of logic that had us just sit through a 16-minute Roman Reigns match nobody wanted. Always picks Johnny Cage. You get a heel Nakamura, and I don't know how familiar you guys are with him, but you get a heel Nakamura with the kicks, strong style, and you put him in against, you got to look at who he's working with. Let him have a series of matches with Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan will be more beloved than ever, and Nakamura will finally get over, at least as a heel. What I hope for out of this match, this is 5, right? I don't even want to try to count them, but I think this is the 5th match. I would like them to have the one good match that these two deserve. The match they should have had at WrestleMania. I would like them to have a good match. They're capable. Trust me when I tell you they're capable. They are limited by the company in what they can do. They were limited at WrestleMania. You can bet your ass. They were told, you can't steal the show. You can't do this. You can't do that. And that goes back to my hatred of Roman Reigns, not the human being, but is that you guys probably can't imagine how many matches we've had cut in half, snuffed out, shut down, stuff, because the company didn't want somebody to outshine Roman. These two are a good example. I'm hearing from the same sources that called James Ellsworth's going to be out for tonight's show, that Daniel Bryan still hasn't signed his contract. He hasn't said he wouldn't, but he hasn't signed it. If you have Daniel Bryan and Chris Jericho as hot as he is overseas, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Cody, and you throw Daniel Bryan off into that New Japan mix, man, that's a pretty good roster. And if I'm not mistaken, unless he gets an extension, somebody tell me if I'm wrong, I believe Nakamura's contract is up into December. AJ Styles will never wrestle anywhere again except WWE unless something drastic happens. I don't think they'll ever let him go, but I could see Daniel Bryan going. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm actually like watching the match for a moment. And you kind of got to know that Nakamura is going to win because they have a screwy. Ooh, nice forearm. He's around, Melvin. He was actually in a few minutes ago before the last stream went down. He's not a wrestling guy. He's usually good for like one appearance per 3-hour pay-per-view. Yeah, I want to see Nakamura win, and that's no slight on AJ. AJ will get it right back. I want him to have it for his resume. They're starting slow, though, again. What do we got left? We got this match, we got the Rousey match, and then we got the actual ladder match. Is that it? I'm trying to figure out how long they're going to go with this one. Because they're starting really freaking slow. Pardon me, letting some air in the room. Nakamura Bryan at SummerSlam would be nice. And they could adjust, they could do that too. Even if they don't have Bryan signed, they could do Nakamura Bryan and hold on to Joe. They could put Joe versus AJ. And yes, freaks like me have seen Joe versus AJ in Impact, TNA, Ring of Honor, but normal people haven't already seen that match 400 times, so it would be interesting to them. Damn, man, your name got me messed up. Right now, Melvin, I'm leaning towards The Miz. Kind of like with Alexa, not because he's the greatest, because he makes the most sense and he needs it. Like, Braun Strowman doesn't need no briefcase to win the belt. Samoa Joe shouldn't need a briefcase. There we go. And you know, the dual thing with The Miz, say The Miz did win it, he could be one of the few that goes to cash in and doesn't cash it in, because it got to do it sometimes. And actually, it doesn't hurt The Miz one bit if he goes to cash in and doesn't. It kind of adds to like what he already is. Nice. Not a fan of the stomp. More that Roman Reigns visualization where it's supposed to look great because he jumps, whereas if he would have just walked over and stomped on his head, it would have been much more effective. Look at Freaky Fanatic. At least it's not in his hometown. Who do you guys think has the least chance of winning? That's a better question than who has the best chance. I know because it's fake, all 7 that don't win have the least chance. But like, if the WWE had to start eliminating people that they wanted to have this briefcase, I have a couple, I think, at the bottom that they just would never want to have the briefcase. Corey Graves' microphone's in and out on my feed. I think Bobby Roode is at the bottom of people that they would want to have the briefcase. Something about this referee I've never liked. He looks like he should be refereeing for Impact. I think Miz will win, but I want Rusev to win. How's that for an answer? There's my I think, I agree with you. It would be good for him. He just doesn't feel like. Actually, I did see that. You know, those guys, at least him and whatever you want to call Consequences Creed, go way back. Xavier and him have gone back years. It's always Rusev Day. I would like to see Rusev win it, but I think Miz will win it. And if I could just have the absolute out of nowhere pick some kind of crazy random shit, I would have Kofi be the guy that goes in for New Day and have him win it. If you guys think about it, and why would you? Other than Orton and Cena, Kane, Big Show, of those guys, Orton is a part-timer and the rest are less than part-time. Name somebody that is on every week on the current roster that's been there longer than Kofi. Kofi has been on weekly with no break for a long time. Now, when I say no break, they gave the New Day a break a while back for like 3 months for no reason, but for the most part, Kofi has been on there, 8, 9 years? Since ECW days. I like Balor for if they have one guy from Raw win it, Melvin, I want Balor to win it. I just can't even imagine Ziggler ever doing anything. Yeah, I do remember when he had that push, and I remember Orton killed it, like Orton kills most things. Um, Kind of going back to what I was talking like hours ago about Roman Reigns staying around the arena and taking pictures with kids. Kofi Kingston, on 3 separate occasions, one of them was in the rain. If you go around back after like the matches are over, a lot of times you can see it. In Arkansas and Memphis, you can go around back to where they have their cars parked. It's fenced in, and you can see them. They roll right up near you and get in their cars, and you can talk to the wrestlers. I've seen Kofi Kingston every single time climb a fence, climb a wall. He once went up a muddy embankment to come up and take pictures and sign autographs for fans. And like on 2 separate occasions, once in the rain, he was the only one that did it. And he signed every autograph and talked to every fan. Super, super nice guy. Like, I understand that's not wrestling ability and that's not a lot of things, but as a human being, he seems to be a real quality guy compared to a lot of that roster. I don't know if you've caught it. Have you guys caught that it feels like maybe they finally let Rusev be Rusev? They showed that backstage segment this week, and he was actually like Instagram Rusev, not WWE Rusev. Bigger. The bald gentleman behind him counting is pretty enthused too. Are they saving the tables for the ladder match? Biggest prick that won't sign autographs. Well, that's hard to tell from this standpoint because they just get in their cars. Now, it's all in gold. Remember, I could ban him, but I don't. I met Ric Flair 3 times. 2 times he was cool, 1 time he was a dick. I've seen Flair be a real big dick once to some people. I was at a distance, so I didn't have to participate in his dickishness. But from his point of view, I can understand. Just imagine being Ric Flair everywhere you go, some nerd asking you for an autograph. So tell me, all in gold, are you just here to be a fruit booty, or are you watching wrestling? I don't even remember there being a tag. Oh, I do. That's sad. That whole tag team thing on Raw is just weird. I assume they're letting the B team, they're giving them this weird push to let Hardy and Bray delete them. And I've been curious this whole time. If they do delete them, I don't know how familiar you guys are with the deletion process and how it works. Does Bo Dallas get deleted all the way back to him realizing that him and Bray are real life brothers? That's my only curiosity in any of that. Because if you take Curtis Axel back, how far are you going to regress him to the Axeman when he was doing the bad Hogan gimmick? He doesn't really have any characters to regress through. Oh God, they may align with. He missed it. They may align with Roman. If it's going to kill somebody's career, I would rather it be theirs than the Usos. I hope they don't do that bit with the Usos. That was a nice block from the Pele kick. I don't recall I've ever seen that. Here we go. I like the reverse exploder because it hasn't been worn out. I kind of think everybody does at this point, just because we've seen this match 5 times. Nice forearm. He looks like he's dying and he's comforting him. Did you guys see that? It's okay, Nakamura. Go to the light. Ooh, he's going to help him get to that light. I'm over that nut shot business. I saw a dude miss one a while ago. I hope that they go ahead and just keep it that way. I would book it, but I don't think WWE would ever go for that. That's horrible. Anybody keeping track on the time of this match? What are we, like 10, 12 minutes? Heel Nakamura could be a lot more fun if they would let him. Hello, friend.
Hello.
New friend. Those of you that remember the WrestleMania live stream, what an exciting deal that was. You will recall the guests I have in the room at the moment. Did you find the one thing?
No, I didn't know he was fighting again.
This is the 5th match for the title. No, this is a this is a count. What do you call it? Not a false count anywhere. A last man standing. They have to have a 10 count. So it's all new to you that you don't even know who the champ is of this moment, do you? I won't ruin it for you. Oh my God!
Ow.
Knee to face. Hey, by the way, you're on an open mic, just so you know, to the world. Because I never know with you. You have quite the potty mouth. I have been booted off of this thing like 3 times tonight.
Not because of me.
No, because of YouTube. They hate me. That was lame. You gonna be around later?
Yeah, I heard you weren't.
Why? Who'd you hear from?
The sheriff.
Oh, good. Well, better than him than other people. Pop back over later. Say hi.
Okay, I was going to ask you if you had a lighter I could consider.
I don't smoke, lady.
I know, but you like that candle over there. Well, next to purposes.
Light the candle. Hey, hold on a second. Smoking's bad for you.
I didn't know that he was fighting.
You didn't know Nakamura was fighting.
So, entertaining. So fun entertaining. I swear I was not. Oh, and Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Because
There
there you go.
you like Michael Jackson?
He almost impaled his face on that chair or on the table. All right, I'm back. And yes, Let that be a reminder, kids. I do not smoke, and I don't have a lighter. Smoking is bad for you.
It really is.
Is the table broken now? Is that what happened there?
I don't think so. The table? No,
Do I believe in the Illuminati?
not yet. The lemon who?
For the purposes of keeping this on the air tonight, no, I do not. The ladder's too far out, or the table's too far out. The table's too far out. If he lands this, it's going to be his ankles going through it.
Okay, you want grilled hamburger?
There you go. Huh?
You want grilled hamburger?
Do I have grilled hamburger?
Okay, here's grilled hamburger.
No, I'm good, thank you. That right there was nice. That's the biggest giveaway if they're going to hit a move. The table's always out too far so that they can do the slide through and the power bomb. They need to figure out a way to get the table closer to fool people like me. To answer that question from hours ago, John McCormack, yes. Yes, I did. I did buy this chair at Walmart. Too bad it wasn't a tables match. Hey, Patrick Tinker, how are you? Steamed hams. I just watched, well, not the one Jeff Goldblum did. I watched somebody else reenact that the other day. Maybe Seth Rogen. Boy, he burst out of that table. Don't cry. What? Farewell. Thank you, Patrick Tinker. He was like Spider-Man in issue whatever 50 when he comes up out of the rubble. I'm slacking. I didn't even see the turnbuckle get removed. I don't think the turnbuckle is going to play a part in the finish. Call me foolish. Oh, wrong. How wrong could I be? I have not gotten any, Nathan. But then this has been a small scale stream. I started late. Let's see. We've lost the stream like 4 times. There's only diehards watching with me tonight. I haven't even thought about that. Think about that, guys. First time all night. Nathan didn't ask. He just mentioned it. It's a Father's Day miracle. Yes, he does have giant knee pads, but you know. I don't know, Patrick. You've wandered into a bunch of people rooting for Nakamura purely because he's fought 5 times and we want to see him get the belt. I figure AJ will get screwed because they're going to have him win or have him lose when he should have won or something. Classic WWE. They'll finally let Nakamura win, but make him look soft doing it. Good call, Corey. Hello, Alan. It's a good ending. If it was to end this way, I would have the guy still be totally ready to fight, except his leg is no good and he can't stand. That would be actually a really good ending to one of these. Cap Killer. I hate the calf crusher. I didn't like the mutilator. And the tapping don't do you no good. I now more than ever feel that Nakamura's going to win this match somehow. I don't know why. How's he going to do it? Duct tape. That's a good thought. He's going to do it somehow. You got to get to the ropes. Hey, he's up. Are they trying to turn Nakamura? Why are they going to have this if they're not trying to turn Nakamura back all of a sudden? Are they going to make AJ the heel here? Look out, JoJo. Bray don't like it when you get close to other men. Stay back. This is not no Stone Cold Bret Hart. Are you telling me that they're going to try? Is that where this is going? Crowd ain't getting into it. Crowd ain't going for the double turn. On these type things, Aaron, oh. Get up from that. He's begging. See, though, that's okay. They're not going to make a face doesn't beg. Nut shot. Nut shot's coming. You know what, AJ? That's what you get for hitting a guy 27 times with a chair and not finishing him. You get that nut shot. That's what you get, AJ. If you were a man, you would have finished him in the ring. Hey, if I'm going to root against AJ, I'm going to root against him. What can I say? Who was it? The Rock and Mankind, where the dude used a forklift and put the forks down on the guy? Is Moose there? No, I think he's at the main event for the Impact. Oh, there it is. It was a damaged knee. Does that mean he didn't hit him as hard, Corey? Four. AJ's down. 5. AJ's down. AJ's going to get up on what, 8? 7. 8. AJ's stirring. 9. AJ's up. Shut up, Saxon. Depraved acts. Okay. That table. Here we go. What's he going to do? Is he going to stomp now? Save the tables. Yeah. Got to say it. Ooh, he collapsed. That's the difference between somebody that, as a wrestler, and somebody that has like a real aptitude or talent for this. That was such a small thing that just happened right there. And it was only Nakamura having pride in his work. When AJ hit him just then, Nakamura collapsed because his knee was bad. He didn't do a flat back. He crumpled. And that's it. Holy hell. I don't understand the portrayal they're giving AJ in this match. Nine. Get up. There you go. And they're doing it again. They're playing Nakamura. Do it. Do it. Come on. Oh. Kicked him right in his boys. Come on, that. Here it comes. He's going to hit the try. He's going to miss this. I predict it. Oh, hell, he hit it. Damn. That's got to be it. If Nakamura gets up from this, there's no way people won't cheer him. They can't make Roman Reigns a good guy no matter what they do, but they could take Nakamura probably on accident and get people back cheering for him by just having him have a good match. Sit. Yeah, Nakamura got screwed again. The in-house audience was not pleased with the result of that match. No, I would not, Nathan. Wouldn't take it for $10 million because if you can't spend it, it don't do you no good. I was at the WrestleMania where Shane jumped off the top of that cage, and it was scary watching him do it. It hasn't. There's nowhere left to go now. I mean, what do you do with this? It's a good match, though. God. See, that's a bad angle. They've got Nakamura there catching him. They should have kept it from the other direction. What's crazy here is this is AJ on the back half, the decline of his career. There's that clip on YouTube of him where he comes off the top of, I don't know, like a shark cage. And he jumps. Good Lord. If from the angle on TV, it looked like he jumped 30 feet out to get to the people and hit a forearm like that. Seeing if I can find that. Here we go. Yes, Jeff, and you keep making them. I don't know why, but from day one, I've always been a Matt fan, an MFer, if you will. Hello, Megan.
Hey,
Another guest appearance. So, the next time you guys have 14 seconds to kill when they run a commercial, open another window and search for this to get an idea of what AJ used to do. The video is rough, but if you search that video, it's 14 seconds. I can't get the damn link to come up in these, but it will show you a little bit of what AJ used to do, and what you just saw, as amazing as it was, is nowhere near what AJ used to be capable of. John McCormack says, hello, Megan.
hello.
You're just in time, Megan. It's the big Ronda Rousey, Nia Jax match that will either take 10 seconds or Ronda's going to get screwed. I did not realize that Nia Jax made 2 Ronda Rouseys. I knew she was bigger, but I honestly did not realize that. Match is on Raw 52-0. I really dislike Nia Jax. I always have. She never could work. They should have left her in NXT or let her go and work somewhere else for a couple years. Again, maybe not her fault, but either she makes people look incredibly weak, or she has to, like when she fought Alexa and lost, she had to look incredibly weak. Megan gave me a look a moment ago. I think sometimes she forgets that I'm talking to you guys. Did you just think I was just sitting here talking to you? She did. Going back to what we were saying earlier about Ronda not being able to talk very well or cut a promo, why would it have ever been necessary for her to ever speak? What you're seeing right there with her kicking Triple H's ass, if you don't allow her to have a microphone put in her face and you made her like a Goldberg where she just came out and kicked ass and left it like a mystery what her thoughts were, I think she would have been even bigger. No, not the men's, Patrick. I believe it's going to happen after this women's match. And the promos for this women's match will probably be longer than the match. They should have built Nia for another 6 to 8 weeks into the monster she could be. Hey, Megan, you remember the time I was there for that? It was awesome. Why are you always living in the past? Talk about me.
We're talking about me.
Oh, my bad.
You remember when I saw that?
All right, guys, it's that time. Call it. Is Rousey going to win or not? If the match gets in the ring, if they actually get the bell rung, They have to have Rousey win. Can't go any other way. You consider that big ass contract they just signed with Fox. I believe that's why they're hot shotting this. And possibly she only has a year contract. So here we go. I think Rousey will win if the match gets in the ring. Boo. You know the thing about this is if Nia loses this match, which I think she will, there's nowhere for her to go. Alexa has the briefcase. What do they do with Nia after this? She's going to be just like stuck in purgatory because it's going to move along. It's pretty well known that what's her name? Heart Girl is going to be the next one to fight Rousey, or in the next two, unless they have a rematch. And if Rousey just kills her here, that'll kill a rematch. Papa jerks. It's the shorts, Papa. Getting the CM Punk treatment. Wonder what they pay for this song. I'm sure Joan Jett's not just loaning it to him. Only the fifth time. That's stretching for any kind of thing to say there, Michael Cole. I understand that they're probably instructing her to smile like that. But how effective is she if she comes down with that mean boo-boo face on that she's so capable of doing all business and just goes in there and kicks ass? She could smile on the way out of the ring. I would bet my left arm that Alexa isn't going to cash in tonight. I would bet pretty much anything that won't happen tonight. Alexa's going to hold that case for 10 months. Alexa's going to hold that case a long time. Look, Weird Al. Not really, but he looks a lot like Weird Al, the guy in between Ronda and JoJo that looks like Weird Al. He was there to do Nia Jax's theme song. He was going to sing Eat It as she came down, but then they thought, nah, probably better not. All right. If this bell rings, yeah, bell rang. You see her roll through that deal? She can't help it. I don't think so, Rhonda. I'm going to punch you in your boob. Already gone longer than I thought it would. I was waiting. She went from a Kimura to an armbar I thought she was gonna key lock like Daniel Pewter. That looked like she was gonna try for the triangle choke like the Undertaker used to do, but she didn't. If this is real, there you go. If this is real, you drop her. You pick her up and drop her about 6 times. Bat, 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 bat. Of course, if this was real, she's palming her butt. There you, ooh. And if you guys look, she almost didn't flat back, and she almost took it right on her ass. Right at the last second, she got right. Wow. See that? I believe that was on purpose, but that was good. It looked real. That was absolutely on purpose, but it looked real. Look, Freaky, the only person that we're interested in looking strong around here is Roman. Roman must look strong. No. Here is the heart of my problem with Nia Jax. If in a vacuum, if I just saw this match and didn't know either one of these two, but knew Ronda Rousey was like an MMA person, I would think that Nia is doing what she should. But this is the same woman that I just watched have a 20-minute match with Alexa Bliss a while back and do the same move. And so it kind of takes away from the mystique of Nia Jax. Plus that purple ain't doing it for me. Elbow strikes. Where's the elbow strikes? Damn. Was that a 3 count? When she just did the military press and the referee came down, was that a 3 count? Uh-oh. There we go. See, the reason I asked that, Captain, is they came in and the count was in progress, and so they hit 1, and then they hit 2, and I thought that when she was going to pull up, it would be the 3rd one, but he counted that one and then went for another one. So maybe the one that was in progress was just the referee coming down. She just yelled, "I am the greatest." Megan, what's your opinion there? With these earbuds in, the mic work in the ring where you can hear the women talking is louder than usual. Feels like I've seen a match. She got her hand under it. Ooh. I'm about to turn off these 2 commentators because, yeah. Forward, face first. see that Samoan drop again. At what point did she go from landing on her face to landing on her back? She rolled on the way down. Nice bow tie, Corey. This is a mistake. A look of concern. No, it looks like a look of that's longer than any fight she's ever had. She's gassed. She's gonna move. Put a saddle on her. There we go. Is this how they're gonna keep the belt? She's gonna hold it past 5? Again, I swear to you guys, the referee seems to be off. I swear I heard him say 4 and then not count but do the hand motion again after, like it was the 5th time. What do you think? She looks totally different right there. That's vulnerable, Rhonda. It's bad when you notice the referee in a match. Whoa, Superfly that bitch. No. Ronda only oversold that by about 50%. Fist fight. You got to turn it into a fight. Nia Jax don't know how to throw hands. There you go. Knock her the F out. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. There you go. Nia Jax ain't a fist fighter. Beat her ass. Look at this. Her boots untied. Get back up and go back to punching her because that's what you got. Don't hurt yourself with the untied boot. That's my Twinkie eating hand. Don't break my hand. 1, 2. That untied boot is bugging the hell out of me. Wow. By the way, I think Nia is The Rock's what, niece or cousin? Look at her shoulder. I said there was no way. I said 10 months. I said there was no way this would happen. Took too much time. Ass, Bliss. Did he say baddest? Somebody called this earlier. I got to rewind the tape. Who was that? I said there was no way. I admit it. This was a mistake. Do it. Get her quick. Who was it? Somebody on here said that this was going to happen. I said they were crazy. I think you were sitting here. Come take your credit. Who was it? Was it you, Patrick Tinker? Yeah, you do, Coach. That works, though. It's too soon to give it to Rhonda. I thought it was you, Patrick. Good on you, man. And they didn't have to put the loss on Rhonda. They didn't have to really put the loss on Nia Jax. They could build that match again because it was way better than I thought. And this one was well, which I'm happy with. So I don't know if they could have done that any better. That dude's happy. He's like, no. Which I obviously didn't. That was the best thing they could have done. It left everybody strong, especially Roman. Gotta keep Roman strong, guys. That's to annoy the person in the room for some reason. She hates the phrase "keep Roman strong." Bothers her a great deal. So I've made like what 3 predictions tonight, and I'm 1-3, I think. I really thought Nakamura was going to win too. Extreme rules. You guys see what the cards are promising last time ever. Excuse me. The only other person to do that, as far as I know, is Kane. He cashed out Rey Mysterio. You guys remember that? Same night. You know, now that they have 2 cases, it doesn't feel like a cheat. You have 1 case, then it kind of feels like, well, why did I watch this? First question, who's going to be the guy from the New Day? Rumor online is a Biggie. I want to see Kofi. So, of course, that means it'll be Xavier. There. Enjoy 30 seconds of their little promo. Don't try this at home. Yeah, I miss Baron Corbin's hair. Oh my God! They should totally show like the people that didn't get it working, like Ms. Dow or Dow. How many besides him didn't make it? He's the only one. Who else tried to cash in and didn't get it done? That one they showed with Edge was the first time it was ever cashed in. That was the greatest. Seth cashing in at WrestleMania was the greatest one ever. Two I don't want to see win it is Joe and Braun. I don't want Braun to win the belt through a briefcase. I want him to go down and forcibly just take it off someone.
All eyes will be on me. I will dominate. I will be extraordinary. I will climb for glory. We will climb for greatness. I will ascend to where I belong.
If you think about it, besides Cena, now you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, Corbin, how could I forget? Besides Cena, there's nobody that's ever won it that was like a strong winner, if that makes any sense. Like the 2 times Punk won it, the company didn't see him as strong. They didn't see him as the type of guy that would just go win the belt. He had to have a gimmick to win it. So that's kind of the giveaway on this. Is who does the company think I will give a title win to, but they're not strong enough? See, that describes like Balor. That's not my description of Balor. Hey, I was there. I have a pretty sweet picture taken right about there. He sold that for a long damn time. Yeah, that would describe Rude too. They don't have any faith in him. I just don't see him carrying the Universal title. I also didn't see Bliss cashing in though, so what do I know? He's back in the years. Here comes Joe. Patrick's rooting for Finn. I'm good with Finn. Again, it's nothing against Joe that I don't want him to win this. I just don't think he needs it. I did not have the opportunity, Michael Cole. Just think about this. Just think about this. You know, CM Punk lives like minutes from this arena in real life. He would never do it. But it's not illegal for him to purchase a ticket. How much would it have disrupted or totally just thrown this entire pay-per-view off if he has a really good seat down on that side where he comes down the entrance, like third row, and he just comes down the middle and the crowd sees him just before the main event? What do you think would happen? I mean, I guess the WWE could throw out anybody even if they're not doing anything wrong, but can you imagine how much chaos that would cause? If it were me, and they had, fired me on my wedding day and sued me and made me go to court the week of my last MMA fight, I would probably buy that ticket every time they came to town and do that every time the main event was about to come on. But I'm petty. Here we go. I give it to you guys. There's your 15 seconds of Rusev Day. See if YouTube gets up and shuts us down. Nice mic. He's been getting hair fills. Look, he's got more hair. You guys see that? He's been getting hair fills. Aiden English, luckiest man in wrestling. I've hated Aiden English for like years. When he was doing that poetry reading crap in NXT, gimmick token shirt. Hear that crowd cheer for Owens? Did you really, Freaky? I hated it. I hated it. And I guarantee you, if you go pull up a picture of him then, compared to what we've just seen, he's getting some hair plugs. It's subtle. He's not doing it all at once, but man, it was noticeable just then. Why, if you get bored enough to look up his hair plugs, look up who Aiden English is married to. I said he is the luckiest man in wrestling. Here he comes. Hey, Megan.
What?
Did I ever tell you about the time?
We're talking about the time I met him.
Oh.
We're talking about me here.
Why is it always got to be about you? We're talking about me.
Everything's about me.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we'll talk about the time you met him. Yeah. At the time that we met him, he was supposed to be a heel, so he was trying hard to not be too friendly, but he was pretty cool. He looks like, this robe I'm not a fan of. This robe looks like he went down to the Holiday Inn and stole the robe and had it embroidered. If they could get James Storm in here and reinvent beer money for like SmackDown, I think he could be big again. So what's the over-under, guys, on Bobby Roode getting ready to put a devastating move on someone, stopping to do this bit, and then getting punched or kicked in the face before he delivers the move? 3 times, 4 times this match? If Miz does win this match, and it is a big if, somebody helps him. He's never had any success that they've allowed him to have completely on his own. He had Alex Riley when he was the WWE champion before. There's Mizdow, the B team. For him to win this tonight, somebody would come down and help him, I think. Uh-oh, first show tonight. Ugh. The yawn was not for you, Braun, I assure you, buddy. Don't do that. I was going to bet my arm a while ago that Alexa Bliss wasn't going to come down and cash in, and saw how that went. Very good point, Patrick. Who's it going to be, guys? Internet says it's going to be Big E. I want it to be Kofi. Y'all think it's going to be Xavier E? That dude doesn't look happy, the soft guy. He's mad because he bought the soft shirt. Nobody says it no more. Really? Nope. It won't be Big E. So is it going to be Kofi then? They're trying it on for size. Kofi. Good. He deserves it. Come on, you guys know he's going to give the best match. If you guys go back, he was an all-star in the early ones. I'm surprised they had one without Shelton Benjamin since he's back in the company. No offense, Kobe looks like a boy among men in there now. He's tiny. I knew he'd been in a lot. I didn't realize it was that many. And I didn't realize Kane had been in 7 either. There you go. Get those hands. Exactly, Patrick. He won't win, but he'll have a great match. He'll have a couple really big moves. Special delivery of bodily harm. So, okay, the announced team, I guess, is Saxton, Cole, and Graves. For those of you not seeing this, Braun is alone in the ring looking up at the briefcase. And the crowd is chanting, "Get these hands." Braun should stack the other 7 competitors up one on top of the other, climb them, and then get the briefcase. Big fan of Samoa Joe. Never been a fan of the fact that it looks like he's wearing a skirt. Everybody got a ladder. Come on, Kevin. You know better than that. So now Strowman, for those of you that can't see, has been beaten with a bunch of ladders by everybody. They're up at near the entrance of the stage, and he's buried in ladders. And Finn has an 8 million foot tall, the Jeff Hardy Swanton special. Good move, Miz. Miz is alone in the ring while everybody's doing the burying. Sounded like he said Mizdow, didn't it? Wally sucks, whoever Wally is. Can't help it. That's it. I really thought he was going to try to run up that ladder for some reason. Come on, Kobe. You're making me crazy. That's what dude on ECW used to say. But Kobe's not Jamaican. Boom. Even though my stream has been nothing but trouble, this is the best pay-per-view I've seen from WWE in I don't know how long. I was doing some reading on that, Patrick. I don't believe it's gone. Basically, they want it known that when you see the demon, he doesn't lose. That's all there is to it. If it's 2 times a year, 3 times a year, when the demon comes back, then Finn isn't losing. That's where that's supposed to go. I'd heard all kinds of crazy crap, like McMahon had banned it, whatnot. What about you, Captain Tron? Can you think of one in recent memory that's been better than this one? I can't. Really, there other than Roman Reigns, of course, I can't think of a match that was bad. And actually, thankfully, I was having so much trouble with the stream at that time, we kind of needed that match. You're going to take this one over and build a little bridge. What's he going to do? This is going to backfire. Nobody's in the ring. At this moment, no one has a chance at the briefcase. Super kick onto the table. That's Finn Balor laying on the table. Did you notice they renamed the curb stomp, though? That was part of the problem, that they got rid of it because of what it was associated with and who it was associated with more than like anything. Plus, it's very easy to do to people. You know, honestly, I think out of everybody in this match and out of everybody in the WWE, Kevin Owens is probably my favorite wrestler in WWE at the moment. Now, there's a lot that goes into that. Like Rusev, I root for Rusev. I find him highly entertaining, but the WWE won't let him be. And I enjoy Rusev on social media. His Instagram's really good, but there, karate chop. What was that? on a match-by-match basis against anybody, Kevin Owens almost always finds a way to be entertaining, which is a curse for him because that means he's lost a lot this year because he can be entertaining when he loses. Blackout would have been a good name. I liked it. Look at that ladder. Here we go, Kofi. They caught him too cleanly. They didn't fall over quick enough. Oh, okay. That was what meant to be that way. Oh, damn. Somebody say something about fired up. Check that long ass ladder, Finn. Look at Braun. Braun's moving in the background, people. Kofi and Velveteen would be a great match. Don't tug of war him. Come on. Scrotum. That you sometimes forget that Brian hasn't been doing this very long, but when you see things like him slapping his knee right in the camera, you're reminded that was a pretty sweet forearm. On the button, did you see that? Are they going to try to relive the move from the other day where they lay him out and jump off the top of the ladder on him? No table over there. Or is Owens going to get a table? So we all know that this isn't going to happen this time. Sorry, folks. Rusev, get the ladder. Whoa. You don't have to do that. Just put up video of the Roman Reigns match from earlier. And again, this is why I like Owens. Don't do it. He won't do it. He'll chicken out. Again, how do you cheer against the guy that would do this if he does it? Get down. That was a nice looking punch. Where's he going to go? You can see over to the left, which is his right, some equipment for him to fall into. What the hell? No! This is one of those times where you hope no one that doesn't watch wrestling's in the room with you because then you feel really foolish trying to explain. You feel really foolish trying to explain how a man... There, I told you guys, I saw it sitting over there. Still, that was a hell of a fall. That's why I root for Owens, because he's the guy that'll take those. Hello, Pat. If you're wondering what the hell some guy sitting at a table is reacting to, it's the Money in the Bank main event. Strowman just almost killed Owens. Now he's about to kill Kofi. Wow! Kofi dead weighted him. He's killing the gimmick. Note to self, Kofi. Don't work. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know that would never really happen in real life. I don't know. Hell, it looks like a cat covered up a turd. Well, he got that forearm in it, Corey. There you go. We haven't seen that little bitty midget ladder yet. It's coming. You know the ladder. There is there for no reason. Charles Robinson, the referee. I don't know if you guys pay any attention to referees, but that referee for this match is my favorite in the WWE currently. He started out repping at WCW, and then they had a gimmick where Charles Robinson turned evil and was Ric Flair's personal referee. He ran around wearing a robe, and they called him Little Nate. And when Flair would come back, it used to be, if you've noticed, anytime Flair would come back, it was almost always Little Nate doing his matches as ref in the WWE. Best looking Uranagi in the WWE. Yes, Little Nate. That's the ladder I'd like to see Braun with, is the Midgie ladder. Where has Rude been? It's a rare Rude sighting. He got, as Booker would say. Rusev thinned up a little. Accolade. If you're the Miz, why do you stop this? Why wouldn't you let him just do it to him for a month? And then do you see him instruct Rusev to get all three of them on there? So now, if Samoa Joe, I see him, why are you going to come break this up? Let him punish the hell out of him. Maybe I hope we really didn't praise too much, the pay-per-view too soon. It would suck if they have a really bad ending after all the praise I put on it. He should be hiding. Like, I thought Bobby Roode was hiding. Get your big ass up there, Rusev. Mister. I was watching one of these the other day. Maybe you guys can help me out. But it was like that, and it was scripted for, I think it was Cena. When Cena won, he couldn't get it to separate. He couldn't get it loose. He literally broke the handle getting it loose because he couldn't get the latch to free up. It's possible I may have, man. Come on, Balor. We are about 50 sling blades short of the quota for the night. So How awesome would that have been if Finn Balor would have just run away from Bobby Roode, jumped off the thing, and then ran up the ramp and ran away and not come back? That's his new gimmick. When things get hard, he runs away. If he's doing the double stomp, what makes that dangerous for him is the angle and how far he has to go out. Wow. The impact on that. It's his knees that get damaged. The person, if he does it right, doesn't feel anything. Oh, wow. Watch Kofi. Oh. Oh. It was more disturbing that they never showed him land. I don't hate it. I don't see him needing it. Here's the case I'll make for this, why it's okay. And SmackDown was 0-2. I like the fact that they surprised me. They surprised me. I didn't think he'd win it. They're building his resume. They're not hot-shotting him like they did Roman, where he's just right into the title picture. When he finally gets to the title matches, they're going to be able to go, he won the greatest Royal Rumble ever, which counts for nothing. He won the Money in the Bank. He won this. He won that. And you know, kind of by default, just say that Brock no-shows SummerSlam or Brock has some kind of issue. Who's to say he can't cash the Money in the Bank in without ever winning the match and just take the belt? Why couldn't he? He's kind of got like a back door there. And Braun's somebody that could survive winning the belt or taking the belt that way, whereas if like Balor did it, it would make him look weak. What'd you do, leave? Where'd you go, Patrick? Strowman won. Everything with Lana is a highlight, John. You've got Instagram now. Go over there and check out her Lana's Instagram, and you've got it made. He could put the Money in the Bank briefcase with his nice green belt he won for the best Rumble this week or whatever it was. Thanks for watching, guys. That was a fun one. Best pay-per-view of 2018. Really, it really was, sadly. Somebody work with him on that, please. Adios, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh. Oh. Peace.